Hello, it's Sarah Berry from stampwithsarah.co.uk. Today I have this beautiful golden card to show you. It's made using a new product, which I'm really excited to show you. It's called the Tin Tile Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. So that's quite a long title, but I don't care because it's the best embossing folder I think I've seen ever. So here it is. You'll have seen something similar in the shops at the moment. It's very on trend. It's on bedding, it's on candles, votive holders, anything that you can get for your house. You will find it in a similar pattern like this. So let's get started. Along with the embossing folder, I'm using the brand new golden shimmer paint called Vegas Gold. So I will just run this through the big shot. Now it's up to you whether you want to go keep everything straight and lined up. You can go this way and that way. You can actually do two through the big shot at the same time. One is not quite as deeply embossed as the other one, but this technique still works if you do two through the big shot at the same time. So because this is our like our 3D textured embossing folders, they are thicker than a standard embossing folder. So you just want one plate, you don't want two plates. Okay, this is all done. And then you want to take a sponge, and this is just a wedge that I've chopped off one of our sponges, and blob a little bit on the end of this. You can also use like a little plate or a little plastic file or something to take the paint. Then you literally just rub it on. Let's have another little blob. There you go, that's all done. If you have a bit of kitchen towel, just pull a little bit off and just rub over the top, just so it doesn't really come off. But to be honest, that doesn't really pick up anything, so that's good. We know that it's all on that cardstock. Okay, so the stamp set today, I'm using Botanical Bliss, and I've chosen the flower, which is beautiful, and then just the happy birthday. For that I need to die cut one of our stitched shapes, and this is the square one. There it is. You can just see it gives you just a dashed line all the way around the outside, which is a little bit different to just having a plain square. And so you know when sometimes your card just needs a little bit of something extra, that can just be all you need, a little edge like that. So I'm using the Memento ink, inking up happy birthday, and then I will use the same block. Let me just clean that off actually. And then the flower. The flower just sits across the top left. I've already stamped it on the insert here, ready to get stuck in. Now it's time to do the colouring in. So for this, you just want to have a paintbrush, but I'm using my aqua painter. Make sure the nib is dry. You don't want it wet. There's no need to have any water with this product. Pinch a little bit out of the lid as your paint palette, And then all you need to do is add colour to these petals. You don't need to colour the individual pieces or the individual shapes. Just go all over as like a base layer. Tiny bit more. There we go. I've gone over the edge slightly. I am stood up. I can't get my head directly over the top of this. And then I'm using the Stampin' Up markers. These are crushed curry and pear pizzazz. Now normally we don't colour large pieces of paper or stamps with this pen, but this will be fine for just colouring small sections such as these leaves. Like that. And then the detailed pieces in the centre of this flower. This just really brings it to life. Before it looks quite flat, but then when you add this little bit of colour, it's like I've coloured in a deeper golden paint almost. Maybe just take that down around here. A bit of depth in the petals. There we go. And now I probably will go back over with my green pen and just go over the veins of the leaf, because you can add deeper colour with these marker pens. But as I said, if you want to colour in a large stamp, a large picture, these aren't the pens for you. The pens you need are the blends, the alcohol markers, and these ones will colour directly to your stamp. So if I just clean this off, you can take the brush tip and colour onto the red rubber or photopolymer. This is very quick, but then you can it's like making your own ink or using your own ink. And then in theory, there we go. So I don't know how well that comes out, but that's what these pens are normally for, which is brilliant. But as I said, you can also colour directly to card, but in small sections. So there we go, that's that. That needs some foam pads on the back. And we call our foam pads dimensionals. They're little hexagons. Just want 4 for each corner. Like that. And then we also need some pretty ribbon. And the ribbon I've got today is the gold metallic edge ribbon. And it's actually a very vanilla base with gold down both sides. Bend it over roughly about that much. So that much is 6 or 7 inches. Cut at a diagonal. That's already got a diagonal on. And then I've got the glue dots. I can't remember what anything's called. One in the middle. So let's do it the other way. One in the middle, so you can fold it over and then it will stay as like a V. And then you'll want 1 or 2 on the back. So that will cling onto the card now. Like that. And then this will sit over the top. Use these lines to keep it centered. I'm running out of Tombow. I keep picking up one that's empty and then I put it back, and then because they look the same I don't know which one it was. There we go. And that just goes onto our card front. I like the Tombow because you can get everything straight and by just giving it a little wiggle. And now we'll add the insert. To the middle there. You can colour this if you wish as well, using the same technique as before. So there we are. That's how we make our embossing all golden and pretty. I hope you like it. Please let me know what you think. As always, all the products that I've used today can be found on my website and also on my online shop, and everything is in the bottom of the description box below. I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. See you again soon. Bye.